Welcome to the Google Docs and Drive Blended Learning course. I am Natasha Montas-Daly, an Island Specialist, and I will be facilitating and helping you through your journey in this blended learning course. First of all, I wanted to thank you for your flexibility in getting started a week later than originally anticipated. We had to make a couple changes, and we just appreciate you being willing and flexible to work with the time frame. If you are in Google Drive, one of the first things I just want you to notice, and you don't have to be in Google Drive right now, but Google Drive is really a suite of apps and materials. And even if I click new, I can see that Google Drive consists of docs, sheets, slides, even more. We have forms and drawings, and some of the apps that I have added onto my own Google Drive. Just so you know that the intent of this course is really to focus on how you can use Drive and Google Docs for your own workflow, whether it's in the classroom or with your colleagues or in some other role within the district. So while we might not get to all of those things, I think once you get a good handle on how Google Drive and Google Docs works, you'll be able to transfer some of those skills into the other areas of Google Drive. Just taking a look at this blended learning course, you can see that we have organized each week into a folder, and the first week begins on Monday the 22nd, and the next week, and actually I'm going to click on the calendar to show you, actually opens up on Saturday the 27th. And I've just done that to have each week open on a Saturday to give you ample time to go ahead and complete the work. So you essentially have a Saturday through, a Sunday or Monday to get the work done. However, it is summer, and so I certainly want you to work on a pace at a pace that works for you and complements your schedule. But keep in mind the real benefit to this course is your participation in the discussions and the activities. And so you want to make sure that regardless of when you do the work that you're checking back and participating in those discussion boards and responding to other participants, because that's really going to be what drives the course and also kind of compiles your grade or your CEUs for the course. When you begin week one, make sure that if you're taking it for St. Mary's credit that you look at the St. Mary's information. You will be receiving an email about further information on that soon. And then you'll have some week one course information. And really the big thing for this first week is this activity here about thinking about blended and online learning. It's important that before we get started, we think about what it means to take a course or do our learning in this manner, because this is something we can transfer to our own classroom with our own students. And then you will have a weekly task where you will be asked to introduce yourself to the group. And it's really important that we establish a community that we feel is safe and trusting and that we know who each other are so we can begin our work together. You will notice that each folder is divided into subfolders. Sometimes there's one or two, and the end of each one has a weekly task. There may be some activities to do within these folders, but this is really the learning, and then this is kind of like the summative assessment to that learning. So you will see that through this course, we will look at why we would use Google Drive and Docs, how we might begin to organize it, because one of the daunting things about Google Drive is really the organizational process, how we can begin creating and sharing, leaving feedback and comments, and Google add-ons. And Google add-ons is probably something that a lot of people haven't worked with, but hopefully it's something that can enhance your efficiency and just your effectiveness of Google Docs. And then this last folder is simply additional resources. As I find things or material that might be relevant or give you additional tutorial information, I'll just throw it in that folder. If you have any questions or comments as you're working through this course, please feel free to send me an email. We'll make sure that it's very easy for you to get through whatever you need to, and that you have all of your questions answered. But the other place you can go is certainly any of the discussion boards or any place in the weekly tasks where you're asked to participate in something, because oftentimes the rest of the group might have similar questions to those that you are asking. So take a minute and look at those and maybe reach out to some of your participants and classmates, because that's really what we'd ask our students to do. Again, welcome to Google Docs and Drive, and hopefully you enjoy your learning through the next few weeks.